Hi, I'm Detroit City Councilman James Tate, and I've got someone special I'd like to introduce you to. Her name is Ms. Maggie Hinton. She is a longtime community activist, a longtime community resident, and someone who has something very special that all of you, I'm sure, would love to hear about. How are you doing today, Mag?
Very good, and thank you for inviting me here. I'd like to share some of my programs that I have at the Maggie Lee Community Center. Some of my programs is dealing with children and seniors, also black clubs. We were having black clubs in each other's homes, and it had gotten so that, you know, we couldn't have a lot of people in our homes anymore. So that was one of the ideas that I had. And then with the children in the neighborhood had went down so rapidly. And the kids were getting killed, kids didn't have any place to go, and kids developed a different culture that we were not used to. The seniors, they didn't have any place to go. So when this building came available, and I said, oh, maybe I should do this. And once I talked to Mr. Polis, he was the president and CEO of Michigan First Credit Union. And I talked to him, and he said it would be up for bid. And so I was looking at it. I kept looking at it.
So before you finish that off, we're going to go to a break. And I want to keep them in suspense because we want to let them know. You already told them it's a community center, but we want to tell them how you got there. So keep it right there. We'll be right back after these messages.
Passing gas can be deadly.
Whoa, oh, something's funky.
Passing gas releases a plume of toxic vapors.
Oh, honey, not in the car.
Like ammonia and hydrogen cyanide. And lethal poisons that can linger even when windows are open. Kids shouldn't be exposed to secondhand smoke. Don't pass gas, take it outside.
So, all right, we're back, and we're here with Miss Maggie Hinton, community activist, very lifelong Detroiter, Detroit Blue and true, right?
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
And, you were talking about your community center, and it was at that time a credit union.
Yes, it was.
Now, first of all, before you go into it, where's it located so the folks who are
The
watching?
location is on Puritan, between the main streets are Illinois and Wyoming, but it's at the corner of Winningham and Turner Street.
All right. So just to give the viewing audience an opportunity to kind of figure out where the location is. So, okay, go ahead. You found out about the building being offered, and?
Okay. I found out the building being offered to Mr. Wells. He's also a community activist, and he played a role of letting me know that this building was up for bids because he knew that I was looking for a building for the children and the community. And we said that since we're having Black Club meetings at the house, it was a Cherry Line Black Club meeting. Mr. Wells is on the Cherry Line. I'm part of the Cherry Line Black Club. And this is how we found it out. And he knew that I was looking for a place for like a Head Start center or someplace, a daycare for the kids, because the kids didn't have any place to play in the area. And there was so much drug fatigue.
A lot of challenges going on.
Yeah, a lot of challenges in the neighborhood. The parents that work, they didn't have a lot of time for their children. There was no libraries near. And this is what made me say, well, maybe I can do something. I can make a difference.
And see, that's what we always ask for people to do. You know, a lot of times there are people in the community that say, you know, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? And many times we fail to turn the mirror on ourselves and ask, well, what can I do? And so you stepped up and you opened your own community center.
Yes.
And I'm sure the return so far has been pretty good. A lot of children participating?
Yes, we have, I have 76 kids in the Head Start Center, and I can have up to 30 kids in the daycare center.
So what are some of the things that you offer there? Head Start, daycare?
Yeah, the Head Start, they have the 76, they have all day, and then they have half day. And my daycare, we have, actually it's only about 10 kids right now in the daycare, and that's all day, and we have some half day that the Head Start transfer over because they don't have a full day and the parents are working, so I take their half-day classes.
So tell me this, you were growing up, you grew up in the city of Detroit, right? Lifelong
Yes.
Detroiter. Rec centers were pretty much everywhere.
Yes.
Tell me about your experience, your first experience at a rec center when you were growing up in the city of Detroit.
My first experience was at the Northwest Activity Center. They had family plans where the kids can go swimming and the kids go on field trips, and we didn't have that. Even the schools would take us on a lot of field trips, and they had swimming at the schools, after-school swimming programs when I was coming out. But I don't want to tell my age.
No, we won't ask that. We won't ask that. But we just know that you've been working in the community for quite some time.
Right. Not only am I a community person now, I'm so involved with the National Council of Negro Women.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and the Mary McLeod Bethune Association. I'm a Golden Life Heritage with the NAACP, okay. The Fitzgerald Community Council, and block clubs. Cherry Lawn Block Club person, the Mary Grove Block Club member. I'm also a member on the member of the Women's Committee of the NAACP, and I was also member for on the Policy Council for the Head Start.
Wow.
I'm also a commissioner in Area A, and that area goes from 5 Points to Highland Park.
That's with the Community Services Commission,
yes.
right? Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that area goes from all the way from 5 Points to Highland Park, and from 8 Mile to Finkel. So that's a large area.
It is.
That I serve.
Yeah, now we heard a little bit about your bio, but there's one title you forgot. That's mom.
And a mom.
Yeah, you're a mom.
I raised 4 children, and my son, he had passed, but I had 3 daughters left, and I raised 3 grandchildren. And my last grandchildren, she was also a product of the Head Start. She did get a 4-year scholarship
Wow.
at Clark University. She will be graduating in May, which I will be attending her graduation.
And we're going to bring it back here to Detroit, right?
Yes, yes,
right.
because she's going into law, so she's looking right now, you know, the school she's going to be going to, but she will be going right to law school.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, tell me, going back to the community center, you know, we are challenged in the city of Detroit to provide many of the services that we have in the past. And you serve a need in your particular community. What kind of advice would you give to someone who was looking to do the same thing in their community?
Well, actually, I would advise them to partner first with someone. If you got a lot of money and you don't want to, it takes a lot of money, it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of love. One of the things is to get all of the, how can I say it? Okay, you got to get the inspections, and you got to have the right paint, you got to have the right contractor, and you know, to go on and do the work.
You've got to know, you've got to work with the right people.
You have to work with the right people, because if not, you know, you can fail. I was just blessed that, and then I had to draw down. I never dreamed I would draw down my money, you know, just to keep it going. I was too far to not to back on it. Yeah. But I am still proud of what I did, and proud of what it's going. I'm so proud that it's going to help the kids.
Yeah, and we're proud of you as well. We got to go to another break, but that's what it's all about, your commitment, what's in your heart, not so much what's in your pockets.
Yeah.
So we know you're doing, again, a tremendous job over in your particular side of town. So we'll be right back right after these messages.